So I just came back from a trip to Hong Kong, and I want to go over if it's still a place to move to do business and to live in 2026. And I'll give you my personal view. So if you are looking to live in Hong Kong, either for business or for leisure, that I think it gets often overlooked for people that want to live there outside of just doing business, is what are some of the pros of living in Hong Kong and what are some of the cons of living in Hong Kong. So some of the pros are you've got great access to nature, it's got some of the best trails in the world, access that from a city, a kind of a New York style city. I think that's a massive pro. Two is just the ease of getting around in Hong Kong. You go into the airport, you can be in Central within around 30 minutes. The transportation's fantastic, it's reasonably low cost in Hong Kong, and it's just a simple city to get around. It's very good, well connected through MRT. I think it's voted some of the best in the world. And so what are some of the pros and cons of living in Hong Kong in 2026? Now, some of the pros, it's been there for a long time, even if you don't want to do business there, is that it's access to nature. I think if you are someone who likes outdoors, likes hiking, Hong Kong has great hiking trails. It's one of the best places that I've personally been in a city environment where you can go from the city into trails. You've got beaches. This is fantastic if you like the outdoors, if you like sports like trail running. It's a fantastic place to be. This hasn't changed. Two is the connectivity. The connectivity, you go into an airport. It's not like going into an airport in the US or the UK or somewhere in the West where it's run down. It's a great airport. You can get into central Hong Kong in 30 minutes. The connectivity by MRT or buses in Hong Kong is fantastic and relatively affordable. Three, the healthcare in Hong Kong is good. I still think you've got better private healthcare in places like Singapore, Malaysia and Thailand, but it's good if you want to live there. Four, the school systems, the private school systems particularly, are good in Hong Kong. You've got an array of international schools like you do have in major Asian cities. Five is the weather. I think the weather in Hong Kong is a plus. I think, yes, it can get hit with the odd typhoon and it does get a bit hot in the summer, but overall I think Hong Kong has a great climate for living year round. It's kind of fair in the winter and hot in the summer. Overall, I prefer that personally than places in Northern Europe where it's cold and wet. And what are some of the cons of living in Hong Kong? Obviously, this is one that comes up a lot, and the housing. Housing is expensive in Hong Kong, and what you get is not comparable to places even that do cost a lot of money, like Singapore. I think you get better value for condos in Singapore than you do in Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, you get a rundown condo that's probably built in the 1960s to 1980s. It just looks a bit tired, and you're paying $5,000 to $10,000 a month for it. It's just what it is with such a high population density. But saying that, you can live outside of Hong Kong in places in the new territories if you don't specifically have to do business in central Hong Kong and you are looking purely from a lifestyle perspective. You can get cheaper places outside of Hong Kong Island and outside the reach of kind of central Kowloon. You can go to the new territories or parts on the outskirts near the nature if you do like nature that are a lot cheaper. Number two is just the sentiment around Hong Kong. Now, this is a bit of a personal thing. See, like I said before, I've been going to Hong Kong for a number of years. I used to love the city. It used to be one of my favorite cities in the world. Just everything about it. You've got the kind of New York style grit, combine that with the nature. It just makes a fantastic city. The openness of the city, I found personally, it feels like it's losing its identity from what it used to be. Now, this is a personal thing. It may not matter to you. If you're looking at it from a pure business perspective, it's still a free place to do business statistically. It's still very easy to open a business. It's still got low tax, but it's just that sentiment of it feels a lot different to what it used to be. May not be a con for everyone, but for me, I just find it as a bit of a bit of a shame that it's losing its identity. 3 is, I think you've just got better options elsewhere. So for example, if you're looking from a purely lifestyle perspective, not that many people do in Hong Kong, but I do think it is overlooked. I think Taiwan's a better option. Taipei, it just offers everything that Hong Kong offers in terms of great health care, great access to nature, great connectivity, kind of bridges the gap between South and East Asia. Then Hong Kong at a cheaper price. Yes, probably the visa situation's a bit harder in Taiwan, but you can get around that. And if you're looking to as a place to do business in Asia, I think you've just got better options these days in Singapore and even Malaysia to set up a business. So they're my cons if you wanted to look or do business in Hong Kong or even retire in Hong Kong. So what are the visa options in Hong Kong? They have introduced a new visa options now, and they do have work visas obviously, but talk specifically about the investment visas that they have open to them. Very similar to what Singapore has to a lesser extent, is where you can invest 30 million Hong Kong dollars and you can get PR after 7 years. What do I personally think of this program? Well, I think if you're looking to get PR, it's maybe a lot easier than places like Singapore. Would you want to get PR in Hong Kong with the political instability, or should I say the unknown future of where it's going and how long this could last? Depends on your circumstances. Like I said, if you're looking to do business primarily in China, PR may be a great thing in Hong Kong. If you're not, I think you have better options in terms of getting residency in other places in Asia, or at least temporary residency in places like Malaysia, Thailand, and even Singapore if you've got the amount of money required. So do I think Hong Kong is a place to move to in 2026? It can be if you are looking to do business, and particularly if you're looking to do business in Asia and particularly China. I do think you have better options in Southeast Asia if you're looking for more of an Asian regional hub these days, but Hong Kong's still an attractive destination. If you are looking purely from a residency option and a place to live for retirement, from a residency option, I think the visa scheme is quite expensive. Yes, it's not as expensive as its counterpart in Singapore, but if you're comparing it to other places in Asia, it's a lot more for kind of temporary residents. The advantage is that you can do business there, and it can lead to PR if you are looking to kind of long-term do business in mainland China. As a place to retire or live, I do actually think it's an underrated place. It does get outlooked because of the cost of living in Hong Kong as a place to retire. But saying that, if you can move to outside of Hong Kong Island and outside of the central parts of Hong Kong on Kowloon or the New Territories or Discovery Bay, where you can have great nature there, it's fantastic, and it's at a bit of a cheaper price than what you'd pay in central Hong Kong per square metre.